I am Effie White, and
I don't do oohs and ahs.
but you can call me Goonicorn. Before we even get started, y'all already know what to do. Come on in, baby. Come on in. Tell your mama, come on in. Child, sit down. Take off your shoes. Kick off your feet. Kick off your feet. Okay. Just kick it. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button and do all the things that you know you're supposed to do when you walk into somebody's YouTube house. Child, I am here for y'all. Y'all should be here for me. Support me, bitch.
Support me, bitch.
We need to talk about these new intros. Okay, so I have them written up right here, so let's talk about them. And we are going to judge them, because that's what we're here to do. Kandi's new intro. My roots are in Atlanta, but my branches are worldwide. Okay, Kandi ate that. That was an A+ reference to last season. It worked well. And honestly, she is still carrying on that worldwide narrative this season, so it fits perfectly. I love that intro. Kandi looks great in her intro dress. Drew, forget the gaslight. I'm taking the spotlight. I actually really do like that, because I'm assuming that these taglines are done or recorded after the episode or after the season has wrapped. So I think that is a great tagline. Like, when you think about it, she is leaving the gaslight and she is stepping into the spotlight because she is newly divorced. I know that's right, Drew. Damn. Marlo, my past might be checkered, but my future is solid gold. You know, if ain't nothing else proof that somebody else wrote these taglines, there you have it. Because I doubt Marlo could barely finish a sentence in real life, so I doubt she could have come up with this off the top of her head. But you know what? Actually, maybe she did, because her confessionals this season has been great. More on that later. Kenya, I just don't do it for the culture. Honey, I am the culture. Whack. That was whack. Sheree, she by Sheree, more like she broke the internet. Now, Sheree has always been delusional, right? But I wonder if Sheree knows that we are laughing at her, not with her. Sanya, if you can't keep the pace, stay out of my race. I mean, I guess that was cool. Whatever. Okay, so now the episode starts off at Sheree's house. Chateau Sheree, yes. So we get there, we see Sheree talking to the chef that she invited again. I don't know why this lady just can't get in the kitchen, crack an egg, fry it up for the girls, get some bacon, fry it up for the girls, get some sausage, fry it up for the girls, and call it a goddamn day. Like, why she gotta have a whole buffet for her and 2 other people? Like, who else is you feeding? Sheree just lives a life of grandeur that I just don't understand why she needs it. She got this big ass house where ain't nobody else up in there but her. But I guess she do need all that big ass house for that big old ass of hers. And then Murray and his big bald head ass walk up in there. They having sex all over the guy. You know what, actually? Let me shut the fuck up. Sheree is doing it big time, and keep doing it, mama. That's what I'm talking about. I changed my mind. Sheree all right with me. It's better than what Kandi had gave last week when she invited the girls over to her house, to her humble abode, and she served the girls salami and Reese's Pieces buttercups and raisins and raisin bran, and told the girls, eat up, bitch. Eat your heart out, bitch, because this is all you got, this is all you gonna get. I said, girl, this Kandi is one frugal, rich bitch. But that's how the money stay in your pocket when you don't spend it. Because why are we hiring chefs when you got 2 people to come to your house? Why? So Sanya walks up. She looks cute in her browns with her high bun. She looks so cute there. I really love that for her. She looked very feminine and girly. I love that for Sanya, because y'all know I don't like the Sanya child. So, you know, I'm giving her a compliment. Compliments where it's due. And then in comes big baller Marlo with her rented Bentley. I know that's right, bitch. Marlo, if one thing about that damn Marlo, she gonna pull up stunting on a hoe. She gonna pull up stunting. I know that's right. So the girls get to chatting about BravoCon. Sanya's like, oh my God, everybody loves y'all, and yada, 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 yada. Then they get on to the Mama Joyce of it all. When I tell you, Marlo has been slaying these confessionals. First of all, she looks amazing. I know that some people had issues with the big ass earrings that she was wearing, but I mean, they look perfectly fine to me. Some people were saying that she need to wear it with a ponytail. I agree, but she looks fucking amazing. There is no doubt about it. Like, could it have been done better? Sure, whatever. But she looks great. Like, y'all not gonna take that from her. But the comedic quality of her confessionals are everything. Like, we are getting Marlo in a limited capacity this season, and it honestly, y'all are making me a fan. I can't believe I'm the one to say it. I can't believe I'm the one to say it, but y'all are making me a fan. We are getting real stories from her. We are learning more about her being a Monty, and she is slaying the confessionals. That's all I need from Marlo. Be a Monty and do the confessionals. That's it. And I think next year, y'all can save y'all some money, Bravo, by demoting her to friend of and still giving her the same amount of camera time. I think that's fine. That's fine. Just do that. All right. So, because what I meant to say was Marlo said that the street, Kandi needs to stop talking about me and start fixing what's going on under her roof because the streets are talking and the streets are, yo, mama. Man, and she ain't lied about it. I'm sorry to tell you, I love Kandi down. That's my auntie that I ain't never met before, my long lost auntie. But Marlo is not wrong. Girl, you need to be, girl, Kandi, you out here doing spoofs. You out here doing movies. You out here doing plays. You out here raising children. You out here hiring surrogates. You out here on Bravo. You on Netflix. You on everywhere. You got chicken commercials. You got all of this. You got ahhs YouTube channel. You got your YouTube channel. You got Speak On It. You got all of these things going on. You're writing music. You're doing everything. You're doing the most, and your house is falling apart. We will touch on that at length a little bit later. Then we get to the Martell of it all. Sheree says that her friends need to respect Martell because he's kind, he is important, and well, how does that damn line go? You was kind, you was important, you is nice. Narcissists have a way of wooing and charming the pants off of everybody that they meet, because they love to be well liked, they love to be well received. But bitch, over time, the real him will come out the way that we've seen it come out on TV already. Anyway, she said all these glowing things about Martell, and he is not the man that we see on TV because she would not be attracted to that. Now, Sheree, here's where I have an issue with you, miss. From your history that we have seen, over the last 15 years, you don't have the best judge of character nor level of discernment when it comes to men. Your ex-husband, by a long shot, was not very kind to you. Rome was in fucking prison and you dated that man for years. Are you okay? Like, I think that you should look at yourself and your track record with men and think to yourself, you know what? I might not have the best judge of character. So I would think that somebody like you who doesn't have the best judge of character would look at who Martell is on his show, displaying his real life and his real personality and how he treats the real mother of his children, and think to myself, you know what? I'm going to save myself some heartache. I'm going to spare myself this one because the whole facts are right there. They're right there. They are right there in your face. You have watched the show from day one and you know everything about this man and everything that he has done to the people around him, not just his wife, but the people around him, his friends, his wife, his children, his baby mama, his everything. He is destructive. He is narcissistic. He's messy. He is trifling. He's a cheater. He's an adulterer. He's everything. He's controlling. He's manipulative. He is everything that you should want to stray away from at 50 plus years old. I don't get it, Sheree. However, if you are just in it for the meat, baby, ride that motherfucker till the cows come home. Because, baby, I support it. And while you're at it, go ahead and release the OnlyFans for the girls because I am ready. And I'm going to say that every week until we get one per. And also, she said some shit about Sheree, you too damn fine. You too damn fine to be selling for the shit that you be selling for. Like, she almost jumped out her seat, coochie moist and everything, because Martell picked her up from the airport. Stink. Is that it? I just want Sheree to do better. I love Sheree and I want her to do better. But until then, girl, keep on giving us the tea, chat. Drew and Ralph goes rock climbing. Next. To a scene where Kenya is sitting down on the phone talking to her, berating her employee. Kenya's like, I told you to fucking do it. Like, she's cussing at this man and everything. And let me tell you something. You are unhappy with my performance. Replace me. But do not talk down to me. Do not belittle me and don't demean me because you are the boss. Like, I get it. You have a lot on your shoulders and you don't want to be embarrassed in front of your clients, but you also do not want to create this hostile work environment. And I believe that this is how Kenya probably is off screen too. But I also believe that she like beefed it up for the cameras. It's like, girl, calm the fuck down. Like, don't speak to your employees that way. That shit is not cool. Like, in that old way of being a boss is outdated. Like, we have progressed as a nation to where like we don't talk to our employees like that. We just don't. We should not, at least. Okay, so now we move on to Kandi and the factory. I don't give a damn about the factory got to say. Okay, so we move on to Kandi and the factory. We get there, Kandi got a whiteboard. She is listing out her list of priorities. Bitch, run for president, write a play, write a song, sign a check, buy a house, build a house, have a baby, build a baby, design a shoe, get my breasts done, make spoofs, do candy coating, braid Blazer's hair. And then at the end of this list, she finally gets to Todd. Kandi, it's like, you're not getting it. If that is not the perfect depiction of how you treat Todd, I just don't know what else is. Like, the writings are literally on the wall and Todd is at the bottom of the list. He is at the baseboard of the writings that are on the wall. Like, your list of priorities and your husband is at the bottom, ma'am. Do you want to stay married or not? Because you already got your... Let me see. Do we need to get there, child? Okay, I'm just going to talk about it because Don Juan and them, they bring it up that Mama Joyce was over there talking about Todd. She called him short. She said he was broke. He had no money and she wished that Kandi would have did better. She would have married up. And it's like, okay, Kandi, what is it going to take for you to show your husband some level of support to protect your husband the way that you would expect for him to protect you? I truly do not believe that you would respect Todd if Todd's mother, rest her soul, rest in peace to, I forgot her name, but rest in peace. I truly don't think that you would respect Todd if Todd's mother was constantly talking about you, degrading you, demeaning you, belittling you, and all of your accomplishments and everything that you worked so hard for. I don't think that you would respect Todd if he let his mother do that, never checked her, and never got her ass together. I don't think that you could respect that if this situation was reversed. And I think that just because you are the woman, I don't know if the man-woman shit even counts in this situation, because it's like, this is your fucking mama, this is your problem, and I need you to deal with it. Kandi, you have enabled this woman to speak to and speak about your husband like this since y'all have been together. Your mama don't like Todd, okay? And guess what? It's not going to change. He is going to still be the father of your children, and he is still going to be your husband at the end of the day. Until that man gets fed up. You got to realize that Todd is already showing signs of resentment by picking these little fights with you, by being distant and then calling you, letting you know that your mama is talking about him. He is telling you in so many ways that he is fed up, and you just cannot, for the life of you, get your head out of your ass in order to save your marriage. Protect your husband. It feels like Todd is doing this shit by himself at this point. Like, he has to defend himself against your mama. He has to pour all of his energy into you and to his dreams without the support of you. Kandi, if you want to stay married, please wake up, mama, wake up. I love Kandi down, and I'm speaking to you like a nephew who loves his auntie and his uncle, and I want y'all to work, and I don't want y'all to get no damn divorce. Divorce is literally written all over. It's probably looking real tempting to Todd right about now. Todd got all the money that he need now. So, bitch, he is the man. The man that he is now is the man that Mama Joyce would have respected him to be when y'all first met. Mama Joyce, listen to me clearly, Mama. Now, because I love Kandi, I am not going to go too hard on you because I love Kandi Dan like that's my auntie. I don't care. And by proxy, you are my great auntie. So, Mama Joyce, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You have to stop. And Kandi, and this is how you handle this situation. You dig in your pocketbook, you get the key to the house that you bought her, you go open that motherfucker up, you walk directly to her room, you open up her pocketbook, you take all of the credit cards with your name on it, you get a pair of scissors, and you say, Mama, come here, sit down somewhere, and cut the motherfuckers in her face until she apologizes one by one. Oh, American Express? Mama? Do I hear an apology? Do I? Cut. Capital One. Do I hear an apology? Do I? Chase. Do I hear an apology? Do I? MasterCard. Do I hear an apology? Do I hear an apology? Do it. And bitch, you would have got down to the deed of that house, set that motherfucker on fire. Now, Mama, okay, you're gonna be out on the street. Okay. Now, I personally don't believe in like controlling people with your money or whatever. And nobody's asking for Kandi to try and change her mother's mind on Ty. Her mind is made. She's old, ornery, and she is fixed in the way that she feels, and that's fine. But I do think that, and you know, I'm playing with the whole credit card shit. That's not something I believe that she should do. What I do think that Kandi should do is have a rational conversation with her mother and tell her mother that the way that you speak about my husband is hurting me and it is hurting my family. They are calling me and they're coming to me telling me that the things that you are saying about my husband is hurting him. You are hurting his daughter. You are hurting my daughter. You are hurting your grandchildren who happens to share DNA with this man. You are hurting them. And I, as their mother and as the protector of my family, I have to do what's best for me. So until you can learn to respect my husband enough to hold your opinion to yourself, we are going to have to create some distance to where you will not see my children, you will not see me, you will not see any of us until you learn how to respect my husband. And that respect is going to have to start with an apology. You have disrespected my husband for the last 10 years. He is deserving of an apology. The reason why Kandi will not do that is because I feel like the viewers probably feel that Kandi on some subconscious level agrees with her mother. That one day Todd will grow to disappoint her, and then whenever they do separate, she can lay back on her mama's titty and say, you was right. And Kandi, I love you, doll, but you got to do better. You got to do better by your family. And I don't know. You got to do better. Okay, so Drew, Ralph, and Courtney. Girl, I'm going to speed round through this too shit because I don't like Courtney, don't like Drew, don't like Ralph, don't like none of the people. I like Drew. She all right. Okay, but anyway, so we get to Drew, Ralph, and Courtney's house, or Drew and Ralph's house. Courtney comes over. Apparently, they cousins. Child, I ain't got no time for that. You know how niggas is when they meet somebody that share a bloodline with. Bitch, you, Tanya's sister's cousin, baby auntie, nephew, cousin, ringleader. Bitch, boom, we cousins. Work. Now, what we do need to talk about is her fine ass fucking baby daddy. Lady, girl, go ahead and get back with that man. You is dumb as hell. And it's so crazy too because I just downloaded, what's that song called? I think it's called Tell Me by Groove Theory the other day. So, I mean, there was no point in me saying that, but bitch, I downloaded the song. And I love the group. Now we get to Candace's show. Now, y'all already know that I am a Candace down real bad, bitch, down real bad. That's my motherfucking girl. Y'all can't tell me nothing about her. Her cry angles, that's my motherfucking girl. And y'all not gonna like me for saying this, but Candace is making all the right moves. Candace is literally the new star of Bravo. Of the new batch of Bravo girls, Candace is the star. She is doing all of the things that, you know, Nene has done. That a host of the women that came before her have done. She's starring in movies. She is making music, selling albums, touring, concerts, she is making her fucking mark on this show, and she is going to be able to leave this platform one day and say that she came, she saw, and she conquered. I'm so proud of Candace, and for everybody that was like doubting her and doubting her abilities, like, did y'all hear the way that she sounds on that mic? Oh, that mic. What Prince say? My mic is on. Yes, Prince. This thing was so sassy back in the day. All right, so Drew. Okay. Never mind that you sauntered onto that stage and basically sang the alphabet, right? And then shimmied on off, sashayed away. You walked onto the stage with a t-shirt, a frumpy Fendi suit, some stockings, and a business casual pump. I mean, Drew, if you just, baby, but I mean, I guess technically you was up there doing a Zoom call anyway, so bitch, they didn't even give a goddamn. Honestly, you really could have FaceTimed that performance in. I don't know why you wasted hours and everybody else's time, but what you did do was you had an event where Kenya looked amazing. Baby, Kenya motherfucking Summer Denise Moore, bitch, is always going to look good. She looks so good in that green. Like, Kenya just knows what to do to make herself stand out and pop. Everybody else in black, and Kenya is over here in this emerald green dress, just flowing and pretty. Ugh, love her down. Side note, why was every boy in that goddamn audience fine as hell? I'm gonna have to hit my friend up that was there and be like, bitch, why every fine ass nigga that was in Atlanta was there that night? Why? Bitch. Anyway, so then we have another funny confessional moment from Marlo. She said, what she said? She said, Kandi still ain't forgave me, but bitch, if I was a chicken wing, I bet she would have forgave me. That shit is funny. I'm sorry, Kandi girl. You my auntie, but that is funny, girl. That's funny. Sheree is gone. She's missing. She says she's sick. Sheree ain't sick. She ain't been sick a day in her life, girl. She out there getting that dick, and I support it. I bet she got the right medicine for it, though. Okay, so now we get to the after show where all the meat and potatoes happen at this episode. So Sanya gets it started. She's like, Drew, girl, I like you or whatever, but you tried to play me at BravoCon, and I don't like all that because I genuinely really was trying to move forward with you. And bro, Sanya, shut up. They squashed their little beef, and thank God, because it's just like, y'all drain me. Y'all literally drain me. So then Kandi addresses Courtney. Says, Courtney girl, I heard that you said that I brought the hood out to the function. What's the tea? And I will give Courtney a little bit of credit where she initially said I did say that, and that was tea. But then she backtracks and says I didn't say that. I'm from the hood. My whole family from the hood. You can tell. You can see them. They're from the hood. And Kandi makes a great point. It was just like, why would you look down on where you come from? Like, you say in the hood. And here's the thing, Courtney. Like, you're trying to play on our intelligence where you're trying to say, like, there's nothing wrong with the hood. And, oh, you're so triggered. And da-da-da-da. It has nothing to do with Kandi being triggered. And it has nothing to do with you being from the hood. It has everything to do with the connotation of when Kandi came, the hood then followed. It's like, what are you really trying to say by that statement? Because if there was a change in clientele, if there was a downgrade in clientele, which I'm adding my own words into that, but that's the connotation of it. The hood came out when Kandi came. So it's like, what was your purpose in relaying that information if it was not to be shady and if it was not to make some sort of statement? Now, Sanya said that she was trying to like juxtapose that Kandi's statement of being worldwide with the hood. Like, oh, I didn't know if she's worldwide, you know, she did bring the hood with her. But it's also like, just like Kandi said, bottom line is I bring everybody out when I come out. And it's like, yeah, bitch, if I'm worldwide, that means I know people from every pocket in life. And I don't like bougie ass, uppity ass black people, especially when they come from the hood and then they act like they don't know where they come from. And then when you get into these spaces where it's like the upper echelon, then you forget all the people that you come from. And then when you see people that look like you come in the building and you get uncomfortable. Check that. Check it, Courtney. Check it. Okay, you're showing your anti-black slip. Monyetta girl, now, Monyetta, Monyetta, girl, you're making me sleepy, honestly. Because you came with that witness protection wig and, and trying to drudge up some retroactive beef that you had with Marlo from last season that was not no beef. You wanted a moment, and honestly, Monyetta is just coming across a bit thirsty, and it's just like, wait for your moment. Wait for it. It'll come. It'll come. At some point, somebody gonna say something stupid that's gonna piss you off, and you gonna be able to have your moment then. But you trying to make something out of nothing is even more desperate and dumb than Courtney. Courtney's making something out of nothing. Like, she tried to make that, oh, Kandi said that I know her, I was trying to clout chase. Like, at least they had like some meat on the bones, but girl, what you had just didn't even have no bone marrow. Like, girl, that was so stupid. Monyetta, get out my face. So then Drew looks so uncomfortable trying to bring this situation up. It kind of validates Marlo's point. They'll bring up everybody else's tea with vigor and moxie, but with Kandi, it feels like y'all walk on eggshells. Now, I personally don't believe that, because I feel like Kandi has literally been an open book her entire time on this show. So I don't think that Kandi has skated by any stretch of the imagination. I honestly don't know any reality star on Housewives who has revealed as much about their lives as Kandi. Like, she has literally given us every bit and piece of her. You are just a hater because she has been able to turn every situation that she's been in into a bag. You are mad about that. And it's just like, girl, I don't know what you want to do. Girl, it's like, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, it would benefit you more to be Kandi's ally than to be her foe. Like, being her foe will only get you so far on this show, and being her friend in real life, being her ally in real life, would really stretch your pockets a little further. You would not have to be out here stealing credit cards and such. And I mean, I don't know that for certain, girl. That's alleged. But ciao. So that happened. So Drew is like, Kandi, so I heard that there was a incident at your restaurant, and it's like, oh girl, Drew, shut up, girl, get it out, girl. So then Marlo was like, girl, what incident? Playing stupid. What incident? Oh, you mean the shooting? And then Drew was like, yeah, the shooter. I'm like, Drew, girl, you shouldn't even brought this shit up if you was gonna pussyfoot around the situation. So then Kandi was like, girl, we're not talking about that. That's a legal matter. Girl, but while we at it, Marlo, look, we can talk about the girl that face you sliced, though. We can talk about that. Since that's a closed case, let's talk about that one. Marlo was like, girl, we done already talked about that. Yes, girl, child. That was a long time ago, 20 years ago, whatever. And my thing is like, Kandi, that's old, baby. If you ain't adding no new information to the situation, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. That's all. Like, come up with something new. What I would have done, see, y'all got to, let me tell you how I would have handled this situation if Marlo would have came at me with that shooting shit. Being that your nephew died as a result of gun violence, I would think that you would have a little bit more compassion for me, somebody who just almost lost their cousin, their family member. I would think that you would have a little more compassion for me. However, since you want to talk about legal issues, let's talk about why all your sisters in jail. Let's talk about that. That's the elephant in the room. Yeah, why you ain't got no job, but you got a Bentley? What's going on? Tell us something. You give us that. You tell us why. You tell us exactly how you got a Bentley with no job, and I will tell you what happened with my cousin. Until you can provide that, when you detail us all the stuff that goes on in your family, then we can talk about our families. But until then, it's a wrap, mama. We're not touching that. And I will bid everybody adieu. Good day. And then, so they wrap the scene. 30 minutes later, production strikes up the camera. They catch Marlo and Drew having like an off-camera moment. And Marlo is mad because Drew Why is she mad at Drew? She's mad because Drew didn't bring up the situation in the way that she wanted to. And it's like, Marlo, you're mad at her because she didn't bring up the situation, but neither did you. Like, if you so mad, if you want to talk about it so bad, maybe you got to do it. Maybe you got to do it. And this is how you could have done it. I know that you and I aren't in a great place right now, but I do want to check in with you because we all heard about the shooting at your restaurant. I just want to check on how you are doing because my nephew, who also worked at your restaurant, also passed away due to gun violence. And I just want to make sure that you're okay because there was a shooting at your restaurant, Blaze, on 100 Peachtree next to the Piggly Wiggly. That's how you do it. Classic housewives, sneak the knife in, slide the knife in a back type tea. Like, that's how you do it, Marlo. Like, girl, you a housewife. You've been on Housewives for a long time, girl. You know how this shit works. Don't leave it to a newbie, Drew, who likes Kandi. Girl, you don't like Kandi. Bring the shit up. You in the space with her. Bring the shit up. But anyway, girl, so then she gives her Oscar-winning performance. My nephew is dead. My nephew is dead, bitch. And she yells at Drew. Drew is better than me because I would have popped that motherfucking forehead right into place, bitch. I would have snatched every new edge that she got placed in her follicles, bitch. You, girl, you cannot enter my bubble. I promise you that's too much. That's too much. My reflex would have karate chopped Marlo in her motherfucking Adam's apple. Bitch, do not play with me in my bubble, okay? But Drew is a grown lady and she ain't playing all that fighting shit. And I salute her for that. But couldn't have been me. That's all I gotta say. And that is all that I have for this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 3, Season 15, Episode 3. I am tired. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I just did 2 videos for y'all. I hope y'all like it. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe. Do all the things that you know you're supposed to do when you come to somebody's YouTube house chat. And I'm about to go to bed after I edit this shit. Okay? Toodles.